So, we're going to have the presidential and vice presidential candidates first. They're going to be given 30 seconds for opening remarks per party. They're going to have one question where they're going to have 1 minute, and the second question where they have 1 minute to respond. Then there will be a 5-minute transition period. Then we will have the treasury candidates come up. We were going to have question 1, again, 1 minute. Question 2, again, 1 minute. 5 minutes of transition. Then we're going to have the Chief Justice candidates come up. They're going to have question 1 for 1 minute and question 2 for another minute. Does everyone understand? Yes. We all get that? Awesome. All right. So, let's go down and introduce yourselves, please. Go by party. Let's start on this side.
Is it on? Is it on? Are we just introducing or doing our opening remarks right now?
Introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm JP Dishinger. I'm running for president, and I'm running with the SF United Party.
Hello, my name is Gabriel Taveros, and I'm running for vice president with the SF United Party.
Hello everyone, my name is Ksenia Almanzar and I'm running for Vice President with the Future Forward Party.
Hello, my name is Bryce Gillingham. I'm running for president with the Future Forward Party.
Hello everyone, my name is Jorge Salazar. My vice president is Rafaela Toro. She didn't come, she couldn't come. And we are part of the La Gran Colombia Party.
All right, thank you all. If you'd like to start your opening remarks now, we can go back in the other direction. Again, it is 90 seconds per party. After 10 seconds, when you have 10 seconds left, I'm going to 1 tap, and when you're finished, I will 2 taps, all right? Thank you. You're welcome to start.
I'm gonna get questions, or are you just gonna?
This is your 90 seconds for opening remarks.
Oh, okay.
90.
Okay, I probably won't need 90 seconds.
It is 30, you're right.
Oh, 30 is better. 30 is better. Okay, so I just wanna people to know me. I have been here several times last year because I'm a friend of the current president, Jorge Altadive. They have told me like how is everything, so I just decided to participate on this. I kind of like it, and I meet some people. And yeah, what I stand for is just to help. I don't know exactly what are gonna be my possibilities to help, but okay, sorry, Michael.
That's your time. Feel free to start.
Hello, so my name is Bryce Gillingham again, and this is,
Ksenia Almanzar.
and we really strive to put the future you all forward. So we believe in multiple things, primarily being more transparent Santa Fe College. So more transparent when it comes to financial aid and things like that. We need to know more information that we're being held on. So that's a big part of what we stand for. Another one is more club awareness, so more easy ways to join clubs, get involved, and finally, better academic advising for all students, no matter your major or department.
Hello everybody, we're the SF United Party. We've continued to lead the discussion regarding important issues such as financial aid. We've taken suggestions from the student body and acted on them. We've done things such as protesting and as well getting news to get coverage on important issues such as the financial aid. We plan on continuing to take suggestions from the student body and taking action on those suggestions. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all.
I have a question. You mind the first? You make people nervous.
That's very human of you. I'm going to, in order to warn you, because I don't want to cut you guys off immediately, right? Okay. Yeah. It's more of a wrap it up. Okay. Yep. All right. Again, you guys are going to get 1 minute. I checked this time. You guys are going to get 1 minute per question, all right? So the first question, if you guys want me to repeat it, please just ask. How would you increase student engagement across campus? I'm going to repeat that. How would you increase student engagement across campus? Start with you.
So, we believe that student engagement is directly in correlation with issues such as financial aid, as well as allocating resources correctly in student activities budget. I don't see quite how students are able to effectively be engaged in campus when they are worried about things such as paying for rent, groceries, utilities, when they are unable to get their financial aid. So I think that it's very important, it's vital to fix that issue first, and a byproduct of these issues, or byproduct of solving these issues, will result in increased student engagement at Santa Fe campus, as well as reevaluating the club's budgets. Now, we want to work with the student government committee to see if it's being allocated as best as possible, and if there's any room for improvement, because outreach is important and it takes money for these clubs. So we want to see if there's any room for improvement regarding budget, and especially with financial aid, and that is a byproduct that will be increased student engagement on campus.
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So we want to work to really. Hello, hello. Okay. So that's a really good question. And like financial aid is a big thing. When students are worrying about making rent, getting food, they really can't really engage with student organizations and with the college. So that's definitely a big issue. But we're also addressing that. So I want to focus on what would we do specifically for club and student life engagement. So we have been thinking of an idea of a potential newsletter in a sense. So like how Doug sent out his weekly newsletters, focused more on like club activity, college activities. We want to create one focused around club activities, so that no matter what club you are, no matter what student you are, what major, you can easily see, okay, maybe DECA is doing a resume workshop, or maybe the Healthcare Professionals United has a really interesting profession coming in. So you can easily see where, when, and who is hosting what kind of events. So it'll be really easy, even if club rushing is going on, even if Spring Fest, Fall Fest, ongoing on, you can see, okay, what are clubs doing? How do I get involved, and does that interest me? Because maybe you didn't think you were interested in the astronomy club, but now you might be, because they have a really interesting meeting coming up. So that's our big idea of that.
Michael, can you repeat the question?
Absolutely. So, question 1. How would you increase student engagement across campus?
Okay. So I work at the International Student Center. I'm a diplomat, and that's basically my work. I basically try to encourage all the international students that we are a big community here in Santa Fe who's trying to, we try to make the students to get involved, to help them. So the ways that I do it there, like to make posts and talk to people around, people that we know, hey, we have an event here. But what I have seen, and I think that these meetings make a great job, that talking to clubs, it will be better if we announce the events. I guess you already do, but I think that it will be good. Keep doing it, and also I will do, because I remember last year we did a pretty good event. The presidency and all the people in the student government they agreed a big event where they have the water thing when they threw the ball, and it was a great event that everyone participates. So I will do the same. Okay, thank you.
Alright. Now for the second question, again, if you want me to repeat the question, please just ask. As the representative of the student body of Santa Fe, how would you make our student voice heard in Gainesville and beyond?
Okay, that's a good question. I guess I just would love to know what all the work that you guys do here, because I think that this should be heard. The thing that you talk here should be heard. I don't really know much what are all the possibilities that we as a president have, and what are the things that we can do in order to get our voice heard. I actually did the campaign through something called Sunday League. That's a soccer league that we have here in Gainesville, and I tried to make people here, people from UF or other, to know about us and what we are doing. And yes, maybe with small communities that we have here in Gainesville, we might talk, like, as I said, the soccer league. And I'm sure there should be another kind of Sunday leagues here in Gainesville, and other things that we can try to do. And I'm sure also, I remember last year when I my tennis, okay, so get it.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. As the representatives of the student body of Santa Fe, how would you make our student voice heard in Gainesville and beyond?
So I feel there's really two components to that. So first, how are we going to gain and gather the student voice, and then how are we going to spread it? So I'll talk about how we're going to gather and how should I spread it. So first, how are we going to gather? I think more things like this. So coming to these kind of events where we have the most passionate, the most active student voices that have already gone to their own clubs, have their own communities, and heard those voices, they've now come here. So coming here, hearing what these people say, as you all student senators, but also hosting more events like in the Oak Grove, like complain for a cookie. Like that's kind of something that we kind of talked about with our campaign. So you come and we try to incentivize students to actually give their voices. Now I'll toss it up to Jess to talk about how we're going to spread them.
So obviously, community is very important. Gainesville is a very big area, and we want to make sure that students are being heard loud and clear from Santa Fe. I believe that if Santa Fe is successful, or the students are successful within Santa Fe, then Santa Fe looks better, and Santa Fe is successful itself. So I believe that students going out, getting connected, talking to city hall meetings, or going to high schools, talking to them about how Santa Fe is a good place to be, that can really help us spread the word.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yep. As the representatives of the student body of Santa Fe, how do you make our student voice heard in Gainesville and beyond?
Thank you, Michael. I think that's a great question. And instead of telling you what we're gonna do, I'll tell you what we already have done. And an example of this is that we're one of the top 1% posters on Reddit under the Santa Fe subreddit. And we asked, what is something we can do to spread the news about some financial aid? And our first comment was, get the news out. So what did we do? We got the news to come out and do a report on it. And there's been 2 reports since then. We're gonna continue to hear student voices. We have a huge online platform with almost 500 followers on Instagram. We're very involved. And all of us, Massimo, me, JP, we're all involved in student clubs. We're all a big part of the school. We genuinely love this school and we want the best for it. So, thank you. I need to use the full minute.
You're welcome to know.
That's it.
All right, y'all, if you guys want to go down the line again and say your parties, please.
Hello, everybody. We're SF United Party.
We are the Future Forward Party.
My name is Jorge. We are La Gran Colombia Party.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, you all, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate this. We are going to have the treasurer candidates come up now. I figured there's no point in making you guys wait 5 minutes. since we already have people here. Would you guys prefer to wait 5 minutes? I see a lot of shaking heads. That's what I thought. Thank you all.
Hello, hello.
All right, y'all, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys can still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really do appreciate you guys spending your time here in front of Senate. It's wonderful. So, again, to go over the structure really quick for you guys are gonna have 1 minute for the first question, 1 minute for the second question. I'm going to do the tap and you just saw after 30 seconds, 1 tap after the full minute, 2 taps, all right? Appreciate it, y'all. So, we are going to start now. For the treasury, the question 1. How do you plan to keep yourself organized and on schedule? You're welcome to start.
Yeah, Michael, that's a great question. First and foremost, everyone, my name is Massimo Gonzalez. I'm running with the SF United Party. I just want to thank everyone for their time for coming here. I know a lot of people aren't even part of Senate, but they took time out of their day to come here. So thank you so much for everyone. And in order to be, on track and consistent with budgeting, I would say honestly is just keeping track of my schedule. Me personally, I have a lot of things going on outside of school. I have an internship, I have a full-time job, I do mixed martial arts. So one of the biggest things is having a calendar and being able to track everything that I'm doing, not only a day in advance, but a week in advance, also a month in advance, and also just having a folder with budget requests, papers, copies, emails.
putting everything into categories. That way I know exactly what I'm looking at, and so that nothing gets scrambled. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, turn it off.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is David. I'm running for the La Gran Colombia Party. And for answering the question, I would like to give you guys a little bit, like explain a little bit of my life. As an international student, I'm from Colombia. We have to attend and organize our schedules since the very beginning, since we get to this country. So I think it's not just being at the event or at whatever we have to do. It's just like it's also like getting involved and being part of that. So and something that I would like to say is like I love being like getting involved and being part of this. That's why I'm here, because I'm loving what I'm doing. So a organization, like once you like and you get involved and you love what you're doing, I think like organization is like just it's part of that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna wait a second for minutes. Let me know when. Minutes all good now? All right, for question 2. As treasurer, you will be responsible to communicate with clubs effectively regarding your budget. How do you plan to do so?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question one more time?
As treasurer, you will be responsible to communicate with clubs effectively regarding your budget. How do you plan to do so?
So by doing these meetings, I think like clubs by itself, they will like realize how this works, and like they have to be conscious that they as important as other clubs. So showing them our budget, the opportunity that we have, just like I think like being clear since the very beginning, what opportunities, what can we offer to them, what can they what kind of activities we can, and it's not just like, because if we I want to say like a no for answer, it's just like also like try to find a way to do their activities, maybe with like less budget, but also like just, it's not, I mean, I think like an answer is just, it's not skipping it, it's try to find a way to help them. Thank you.
Michael, can you repeat the question?
Yes, I can. As treasurer, you will be responsible to communicate with clubs effectively regarding your budget. How do you plan to do so?
Yeah, great question. So I think this goes back to our platform that we have. And even before going into office, we've continued to have the biggest platform between all parties, and that's actually something that we plan on continuing to do. Even after getting elected, we plan on keeping our Instagram up. We plan on posting on the subreddit. We want to be involved. We want to communicate with students. Another big thing for sure is going to be office hours. Making sure that I'm consistent with my minimum of 10 or even 15, 20, and making sure that I'm checking my emails. I'm constantly keeping up with club members, not only presidents but treasurers, the senators who come here to the meetings every Wednesday. Just creating a bridge between student government and clubs. That way we can effectively communicate. Thank you.
All right, let's take a minute for minutes. If you guys want to go through and say who you are one more time.
Yeah, again, my name is Massimo. I'm with the SF United Party, and thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
My name is David. I'm running for the La Gran Colombia Party, and thank you guys so much.
All right, go ahead. Awesome. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. We really do appreciate your time. Thank you for running, both of you. So, now we are going to have the Chief Justice candidates come down. I should have used the singular.
easy debate.
Alright, again, to run through the structure, you will have one question, you will have 1 minute. You will have the second question, again, you will have 1 minute. Everyone get that? You guys can still hear me? My horse isn't getting shot? We're all good? Alright.
Point of order, don't they also get a 30-second opening remark?
No. Okay. Only the president and vice president. Yeah. Alright, if you'd like to say your party or name.
Jacob Bignon, running for Chief Justice, Independent Party.
Alright. So, your first question. What is a change you would like to make in the Constitution? You're welcome to start now.
One of my changes, actually, one of my goals, if I'm elected, would be to change the specifics of the rules and expectations in not only the Constitution, but specifically in the voting packet. The rules in the voting packet have seemed unclear. I was made aware that a few of the parties received suspensions due to violations of the rules. I've heard that those parties didn't agree with their suspensions because the rules didn't clearly outline what they really should, and that's what I want to do. I want to make things simple so everyone can understand it, and you understand what the expectations are. Because how are we supposed to hold these expectations of students if we don't actually know and understand what the expectations are?
Thank you. Are we all done on minutes? Just making sure. Awesome, alright. Moving on to the second question. As Chief Justice, you and your court are responsible to hear cases brought to you. What do you look for when interviewing associate justices?
What I look for in interviewing associate justices, I would say definitely fairness. I would say fairness is a big thing. I think it goes hand in hand with trust and transparency. I think another thing that I would look for is impartialness, because you can't be partial and biased towards one side. I think the third and main thing is consistency that has to go into it. I think if you're consistent with everything you do, then it's kind of a good decision. And I just think that the consistency part is what's important, because if you're consistent, you're gonna stay with it. You just keep doing the same thing over and over. There's no bias, no impartialness, no unfairness.
Alright, thank you for your time. Would you like to say your role one more time?
Jacob Bignon.
Alright everyone, that concludes the debate. Thank you again so much for being here. We really do appreciate you guys spending this time of your day. Wonderful. And there has been news that some people have not been able to access their email or be able to vote. If you cannot vote, please email myself at sgchiefjustice@sfcollege.edu, or Doug, all of you have his email, and we will make sure that you can vote. Thank you.
But they gonna ask questions. I don't know if that's part of the debate.
No.
They wanna ask questions.
No. And the reason for that, I'll get into you later.
Okay.
Okay, that was the last thing we had on the agenda for today, so it is now open forum. Does anybody have anything that they would like to say to Senate today?